Welcome to Decode It, a podcast series helping understand more about computer technologies and its beginnings. I'm Ashley Griffin, involved in IT from the 1980s, first with the Atari ST, then onto computer networks in the early 1990s. Bluetooth, a short-range, under 10-meter radio communication protocol to connect small devices to a host computer. Conception was a short-link radio technology in 1989 by Nils Rybeck, CTO at Ericsson Mobile in Sweden. Uses only 2.5 milliwatts of power over 2.4 to 2.48 gigahertz radio frequency, similar as Wi-Fi. We covered this in an earlier podcast. The primary design was for devices such as headphones and speakers to connect with cell phones. Ericsson Mobile is the founder of the technology, filing for two inventions on the 12th of June 1989. Development began in 1994. By 1997, a workable solution was found by Ørjan Johansen, who then became the project leader. The name was inspired by Frans G. Bengtsson's historical novels The Longships, about the 10th century Viking Danish king Harald Bluetooth. Bluetooth was only a placeholder name and was going to be replaced with something better, such as PAN, which is Personal Area Network, or Radio Wave. I think PAN, which is the Personal Area Network, would have been way better. It aligns with LAN and WAN. Due to time constraints at launch, Bluetooth ended up being the official name for the technology. The Bluetooth logo is an amalgamation of Harald Bluetooth's initials as seen in the Scandinavian runes. Bluetooth is managed by a special interest group known as SIG, having over 35,000 member companies. Originally was an IEEE 802.15.1 standard, although is no longer maintained. You may recognise this IEEE standard, being as it's part of Ethernet. Hence, I think PAN would have been a better acronym. It's very similar to Ethernet in that it uses the IP layer as a protocol. In 1997, Adalio Sanchez, then head of IBM ThinkPad product research and development, approached Nils Rybeck of Ericsson about collaborating and integrating a mobile phone into the ThinkPad notebook. It was then concluded that the cell phone would require too much power, resulting in inadequate battery life. However, an agreement was made to use Ericsson's short-link radio technology in the ThinkPad to achieve the goal of communication. Ericsson and IBM were not the leaders in their respective markets, so both agreed to make it an open industry standard. Ericsson contributed the short-link radio technology and IBM the patents around the logical layer. Adalio Sanchez of IBM then invited Stephen Nachtsheim of Intel to join. The name Bluetooth was proposed by Jim Kardach of Intel in 1997, who was also one of the founders of SIG. Wi-Fi also came around in 1997. We covered this in an earlier podcast. Intel then recruited Toshiba and Nokia. 1998 SIG was launched with Ericsson and IBM as founding signatories, then having 5 members: Ericsson, IBM, Intel, Toshiba and Nokia. 1999, the first Bluetooth hands-free headset was released, earning Best of Show Technology Award. Ericsson's first phone was the unreleased prototype T36. The revised T39 was in stores in 2001. SIG maintains the Bluetooth standard and logo. Hardware needs to adhere to SIG specifications to be marketed as a Bluetooth device. As of 2021, there were 4.7 billion Bluetooth-enabled integrated chips sold. The first devices with Bluetooth in them were Ericsson's R520M and T39 phones, early 2001. IBM released a ThinkPad A30 in October 2001. Voshi Technologies and Costa Mesa, California were the first large commercial company to attempt to use Bluetooth in the commercial market via connection from a mobile phone to car audio system hands-free. They went on to attempt to create smart home technologies that use Bluetooth for communication. At first, many products were never fully released due to licensing agreements with larger corporations such as Motorola. Bluetooth originally operated at 1 megabits per second Later, EDR2, which is enhanced data rate, increased this to 2 megabits per second. EDR3 to 3 megabits per second. 2019, Apple created HDR4 and HDR8, 4 and 8 megabits per second respectively, which also included forward error correction, or FEC. The technology operates as packet-based protocol with a master and up to 7 slave devices in a piconet. Its time slot method with cycles of 0.3 milliseconds, the master transmitting at even slots and the slave transmitting at odd slots. Data packets could be split over multiple slots when required. Devices can switch roles and headsets might be a master looking for a mobile to connect to. Once connected, then will switch to a slave device being controlled from the cell phone, which is then the master. A cell phone looking for a device is a master looking for slaves. Putting the mobile into discovery mode, it's then a slave device waiting to be found. Bluetooth has classes to denote power requirements. As technology gets better, required power drops, hence the list appears to be reversed. Class 1 is 10 to 100 milliwatts. Class 1.5 is 2.5 to 10 milliwatts. Class 2 is 1 to 2.5 milliwatts. And the latest being Class 3 is 0.01 to 1 milliwatt. So the maximum power of that is 1/10 of the original class. They also have profiles to better structure the communication methods, such as headset profile, HSP, headphones and earbuds to a cell phone or laptop, health device protocol, or HDP, digital thermometer or heart rate detector to a cell phone or laptop, video distribution profile, or VDP, video streaming from a video camera to a TV recording device. Microsoft supported Bluetooth natively, not requiring manufacturers' drivers since Windows XP Service Pack 2, which was the 25th of August 2004. Almost everything has Bluetooth in them now, even when only required to set up a device for long-term use, such as configuration of the Wi-Fi connection. I had an Ericsson T68i in 2001. It had Bluetooth. However, I used infrared communications to share internet to my Hewlett-Packard Jornada 690 mobile PC. And that was pretty cutting edge for back then. That phone survived being dropped into a swimming pool while in San Francisco. Devices were way more robust back then. Thank you for spending some time with me. Subscribe to see more in the Decode It series.